Hi friends, welcome to my YouTube channel SS Analysis. First of all, I would like to tell you that if you are watching this video first time, subscribe my channel to see my more upcoming videos on analysis of different commodities and equity indices. And second important thing is to watch this video till its end to understand the story to take your decision. Your one like will motivate me to be regular and working more hard for you. So let us start the day to analyze the movements of S&P 500 futures in different time frames. So friends, here you can see a daily chart of S&P 500 futures. So here you can see that how the S&P 500 futures tested the highs of 3669 on November 9th. But here you can see that the formation of this exhaustive candle in a daily time frame looks evident enough to extend the bearish pressure in S&P 500 futures, which may continue to push the S&P 500 futures below the Ichimoku cloud. Here I find that the immediate support for S&P 500 futures in a daily time frame is at the levels of 3446. I find that the second support could be seen at the upper end of Ichimoku cloud, and the final support could be seen here at the levels of 3324. So here I find that if the S&P 500 futures find a weekly closing below the levels of 3324, we'll see the S&P 500 futures to continue this downward move during the upcoming week, where the S&P 500 futures could break the important support levels of 3128. So friends, here you can see that bullish move was only the result of an announcement by the major pharma company Pfizer that they have invented a successful vaccine for COVID-19, but a plethora of questions have arisen here, as the efficacy of this vaccine seems to be very weak, because I find that still a lot of questions are there about the efficacy of this vaccine, because this vaccine can only be stored at minus 70 degrees Celsius temperature, which makes it a unique vaccine, whereas the other vaccines which are still on trial by Johnson & Johnson and other major pharma companies, that can be kept at the temperature of only minus 2 to minus 6 degrees Celsius. So this is the major point where this vaccine is still unclear. And second thing, that it is still unclear that whether the person who takes this vaccine will be COVID proof for the lifelong period. But if it is not so, I find that this will not be a successful vaccine. So I find that plethora of doubts have been creating a bearish pressure on global equity markets, where I find that the S&P 500 futures are trying to sustain at the levels of 3566, where I find that the immediate resistance is at the levels of 3567. So therefore I find that if the S&P 500 futures make a sustained move below the levels of 3493, we'll see the continuation of selling pressure in the S&P 500 futures, where the immediate support can be seen at the levels of 3446, and the second support will be at the levels of 3394, and the final support can be seen at the levels of 3212. So here I find that if the S&P 500 futures make a sustainable move below the immediate support of 3446, the S&P 500 futures could continue this downward trend up to the levels of 3217 up to the weekly closing of this week. Friends, here I find that the next support could be seen at the 200 days moving average, which is currently at the levels of 3128. So friends, here I find that the S&P 500 futures looks very indecisive after this rally. So friends, here I have drawn one downtrend line from these highs up to 3442. So therefore I find that a sustainable move of S&P 500 futures below the levels of 3442 will result in continuation of a downward trend in S&P 500 futures. So friends, now let us check this move in an hourly time frame. So in an hourly time frame, here you can see that the S&P 500 futures are trying to sustain above the upper end of Ichimoku cloud, which has turned into a very thin line here. So here I find that a sustainable move of S&P 500 futures below the levels of 3536 will result in a sharp downward move in the S&P 500 futures, where the S&P 500 futures could close the day at the levels of 3476. So thank you friends, thanks for watching this video. If you like this video, don't forget to share this video with your more and more friends. Thank you.